Talk about.
We go demonstrate.
Chaps.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Something we didn't go over in the training is the safety equipment you need to wear when running your chainsaw. Chaps is probably one of the most important. Everybody hopes got a pair of these. A lot of times when we were checking out some of the guys that had their own, the last couple trainings we done, the chaps didn't quite fit right. Some of them are real short. You know, they got some areas down in their feet exposed. I recommend you just making sure your chaps fit appropriately. If it is going to kick back, if you're working close to the ground, that's probably the area you're going to cut, right? So you want to make sure you got a good pair of chaps. Lonnie's going to have gloves, earplugs. Earplugs is always important to wear while running the chainsaw too. Okay? Hard hat.
Why
Safety glasses.
Why do you need a hard hat?
Why? In case the saw, in case the saw kicks back too, it's a good protect for the kickback. What else, Lonnie?
Why do we need safety glasses? I always put it plain and simple. I said, look, the Lord gave you two eyes. Okay? When you lose one of them not wearing these, don't come up to me a month or a year later and say, I don't know why the Lord let me lose my eye. He didn't have a thing to do with it. Okay? He gives us all a decision. Either use the proper stuff or not.
Yeah, we had a bad issue. That's breaking, hanging loose, tripping hazards. Yeah, we do. I can get you all the information on that. Yeah. Breaking on them, hanging loose all the time. Yeah, we need it. Yeah, because those come in different lengths too.
These chainsaws here, to tell you a little bit about this saw, these saws have what we call auto tune. Okay? You cannot drop crank these saws. They will not run right. Okay? It scrambles the computer in it. There's no adjustments on the carburetor. So when it ain't running right, don't run to the truck, grab your little screwdriver and say, ta-da-da-da, I got this. Because it won't work on these saws. Okay? This one or the big one we had inside. You cannot, I can hook a computer to it and I can tell you how many times you pull it to crank. I can tell you the RPMs it's running bad, good, whatever. Okay? So the new stuff seems to be working for us. And we have problems with these saws that you can recall.
Sometimes it's difficult to start. There's a trick to starting them. It has a hot start where the actual choke, when you choke it, you got to push it halfway down and it's in between so that when you start it up, it'll be at high RPM, but it's called a hot start. If you have a hard time starting it, sometimes it's a little temperamental, but it runs great once it's running.
They're good saws, all around. Let's see if I can drop some.
You're fine.
Get it running. away. Now, could that cause? Kickback in a hurry. Okay? That's why I set it up that way. It's very simple to make sure that you stabilize it somehow. How would we do that? Cut another block, put down. You're out in the woods, really. You know, we're at a training thing. You always got something that you can chalk it with. How many's got wheel chalks on the truck? Everybody should. We can chalk it with wheel chalks, okay? Very simple. As that thing rolled away, that no zone on the bar, that's what it was going to. That bar very well could have kicked out on me if I didn't let out the saw and get out. But I seen what was happening. So it's time to do something different. Come here, Frank. Move this down. You got wheel chocks? No. I'm sure I got something in here.
Big roll of wire.
Big roll of wire. Lord, I don't do power line work.
That'll work. Lonnie was talking there about the log rolling. It rolled away from him there, thankfully. Imagine if you'd been on the other side cutting it and rolled towards him. You see a lot of guys get injured that way too. The logs roll back on them. You want to make sure it's positioned. It's got something good behind it to keep it racing.
Okay, is that saw sharp? That's pretty good. That's why it stays in my truck. Okay? How important is it to have a sharp saw? Very important. How many's ever been cutting to see smoke come out the other end? We ain't building campfires. Okay? We need sharp saws. Alright? Frank's ain't sharp. He don't ever use it. He's training only. No, I'm just picking Frank. He does a good job. And this fella here behind the camera, that is Joshua Franz. He is the area manager over our residential side. So Josh goes through a lot of this stuff as well. Tension and compression, we can go over all day long. Okay? How many's got questions on tension and compression? This is the time. You all understand, where's your compression at? Is it here or is it here? Which one? The bottom be the compression? Exactly. That right there is our compression. What's this down here? Tension. Okay? So if I stick my saw in, which way do I need to saw? Bottom up. Very good. It's self-explanatory. You know, like I always tell everybody, if it's more than 4 letters, I can't pronounce it. I know I can't spell it. Okay? This is what I do for a living. This is what I've done for over 20 years. It's tree work. Simple. Y'all come out, I can go to work with y'all. I couldn't tell you nothing about your job. But when you mess with this, I can tell you about it. Okay? Are we perfect? No. We make all of us make mistakes. Okay? What else you want to cover here? What I'm doing it. What else would y'all like to see? You want to see me cut that bush? I don't think.
Yeah. Cut something, Lonnie.
I do see a lot of dead limbs. I need residential.
Stand up and cut a notch out of it.
You might get one of these out.
These stuff.
Use that smaller, that medium-sized stub.
I don't know if you're gonna get that to stand.
Up against it.
Ain't no big way.
Either of you guys work with Ray? Ray Snodgrass?
Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Ray. Got his number on my phone.
Yeah, call it locating.
I think we're pushing it right now.
Oh, Ray.
That son guy used to run a chainsaw when he first started. He'd be out there like he's cutting grass. That ain't no lie. I seen him cut right away. Out from under our line. Well, had no bush off. He'd be out there with a chainsaw.
Just zipping it.
Ray Snodgrass. He's old. Down in 8.
We sent a bunch of my residential crews down there when you guys got hit with the ice down there.
Tough on that too.
Big man.
I'm serious.
You gonna suit up?
And man, they make a mistake on falling a tree or brushing a line, they gonna pay for it.
Y'all got post
I'm talking about cut and pay. Oh yeah. If you're a trimmer, yeah. Cost. Found that out the other day. So
Yeah, we got a pretty
if
strict.
they find out that he cut the tree the wrong way, the trimmer, he's gonna pay about 15%. Yes, sir.
Yeah, for 30 days.
Just make them a pot though, like all the road.
Yep, that's a climbing highlight right there.
Sinking.
Yep. Frank, did you not know how to use that?
What?
Any of that stuff?
No, I prefer not to. That's what, yeah. Let's just leave the hand foot.
I had to dig a hole and put it in the ground. Are you trying to do it? What you, I'm gonna mess with him.
We located. We located.
Boy, you done called Puck?
I don't care about everything.
Hey, make sure you find the hardest spot to dig in.
Working on that hill, bro.
It worked for me, it didn't work very well. Follow my lead. I ain't gonna stay in there anytime Hang on.
Put it in a Topeka chili.
hoes for a living. Woo!
Damn, you give me a hard time about not running the saw. Looks like it's been a while for you. Out of breath?
Yeah. Right? Go ahead and run out. Dig another hole there, Bob.
I'm good.
You did a good job once.
Yeah. I smoke. What's wrong with that?
You ain't got enough angle on the bottom.
Huh?
Bypass?
What'd you say?
Bypass?
What's over there? See the bypass? To where my bottom cut went in further than my top? Is that good? I can lose control. Right there. That went into my hinge wood, did it not? So that affects my hinge. So what do I need to do? We got to clean that up. Okay? Just saying. Huh?
Just on one side.
There's your clean apex. Okay? People look and they say a little bit of bypass, that don't matter. It does. On a tree this diameter, it may not. But on a bigger tree, really hazard situations, it does matter. Okay? But the saw, you see how easy it is just to hold the saw? And if you actually take the saw, I put my shoulder against it. See, I'm already there. But I'm back here, not in front of the saw. I'm not leaning over. I'm back here looking at my sights. I deer hunt. I'm used to shooting a gun. I like to be able to look at it. The saw is already designed to do everything for us. But them notches there, and that's a short one. Me, I like to notch one here. You know, waist high. I can cut a stump off. Now if we're gonna cut them the same for logs, of course we'll do it at the grass. Okay? Your notch is simple. If you do have bypass, clean it up. Always. Alright? Any questions? Who brought this pole? You did? You gonna take it back? Yes.
No, I'll throw it right back in there.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to cut up like this or not. Well, we do thank y'all very much for having us. I hope that you took at least one thing today. Did everybody learn one thing today?
Yep.
Okay? You did, Josh?
Of course I did.
What'd you learn?
I
I
can put,
look good behind camera.
but you guys need a better videographer than me. That's what we learned.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the time here.